Well, I love to break it to you because I'm not just a bad bitch that make y'all laugh and break stuff down. I also used to figure skate for 9 years. Let's get into it. As a matter of fact, I was in the Mount Clemens figure skating club. If breaking in point shoes was #1 on the FBI torture list, tied with the Teletubbies intro song would be breaking in figure skates. Now, when it comes to breaking in figure skates, what you have to understand is that this is so hard. And it's hard because outside of these laces are the only things that are keeping you from breaking your ankle into 4 pieces. As you can see, I do not have on socks. Usually, the most you can wear is a tight or you go barefoot because at the end of the day, you don't have enough room to wear a sock in here. This boot is quite literally made for your foot. This is a 9.5. This is a 9 and like 3/4 or something crazy, but they're completely different sizes. You get size for your boots. Then they put the boots in the oven, and when it's cool enough for you to put on, you put them on and you have to sit like this for it was like 10, 15 minutes so that the boot could just mold to your foot so it can understand what your feet will feel like. So literally, if anybody else wore these shoes, they wouldn't feel right because it's molded to my feet. Additionally, if y'all didn't know, blades are separate. So the boot costs one thing, the blade costs the other. I think these ended up being maybe like $1,100 or $1,200, and that's why I still got them. Okay, I tied one so y'all can understand. You see how when I'm bending, there's a crease here, and you can see that the boot is giving? That doesn't happen when you're breaking in a skate. That skate becomes a teenager that doesn't understand why it needs to conform to your foot and bend. But you can't wait for their temper tantrum to stop because you got shit to do, and each of them lessons cost about $250. So for the first 3 to 5 days of you breaking in this boot, you're doing laps around the rink trying to just get it to loosen up a little bit. You're gonna have bruises, scars. At one point, I just had a line around my ankle for like 3 weeks. And it becomes a battle of like motor skills, muscle memory, and like pain tolerance. Because your body wants to land the axle, but your feet are like, bitch, I can't do a full rotation and land. One of the most brutal stories I've ever seen wasn't even at my club. For some reason, I was visiting a rink and I was yet again the only black girl there as usual. And this girl was breaking her shoes in, but she was trying to show off instead of doing the laps that you need to do to break it in. Baby, I don't know what happened, but for some reason, she couldn't stop. In figure skating, the stop motion is either out or in, right? I don't know if she didn't break them shoes in enough, but she could not get that boot to go to the side or do a T-stance, and she slammed into this wall and broke her entire eye socket. I saw this girl literally holding her face in. It was the wildest. I was like 10 or 11. Now, I've had this shoe tied for maybe 10 minutes. Let me show y'all what my ankle looks like when I take it out. I have done nothing. Y'all see this? This is from sitting still. Imagine spinning. Imagine jumping, landing your entire body weight, and you're breaking in a boot. And these are broken in. It's crazy. So I'm always stand in solidarity with my ballerina girlies because you are me and I am you. And as for our upper body strength, don't worry about it. But the lower body strength, bitch, we can kick your teeth out your mouth. Be very clear.